Hello, my name is Donald Lewis, and today I would like to help you start your journey into the art world by guiding you through the process of drawing a human head. This will be less of a tutorial and more of an eye-opening experience, hopefully. I say that because I often hear people condemn themselves as unartistic or untalented, when in reality there is very little natural talent involved in drawing. Drawing is one of the simplest skills anyone can develop and improve on. It just takes practice. So let's get started. The reason I chose to do a video on drawing the human head is because I feel that it is something that appears very complex and intimidates people, especially those that haven't done much sketching in the past. By choosing something that appears complex, I can help tear down that misconception you probably have in your head, that misconception that says you have no talent and will never be an artist. Anyone can become an artist by practicing often and taking their time. Patience is extremely important in this regard. The things you'll need: a medium to draw on, a tool to draw with, and patience. Your medium can be a canvas, a piece of paper, a chalkboard, really anything that will respond to your chosen tool. I recommend to keep it simple and grab a piece of notebook paper and a regular pencil. Use whatever you're comfortable with. So now that you have your materials, find somewhere you'll be comfortable drawing and let's get started. To warm up your wrist and your brain, I'm going to start by drawing some circles. Make your circles slowly and precisely. Get as close to a perfect circle as you can. If it's a little wobbly, that's okay. Now that you've drawn a few circles, let's start thinking in the third dimension. The key to solid 2D drawing is thinking in the 3D. That may sound confusing, but you'll understand in a moment. Let's imagine that this circle is actually a sphere. How can we convey that concept? What we can do is draw some nice curved construction lines. Like this. What this does is create the impression that this flat circle is actually three-dimensional. You've probably seen something like this when looking at the globe, or Earth. This conveys third dimension. See what I mean? This will be vital in creating your first human head. Now find some clear space and draw the best circle you can. Again, if it isn't perfect, that's okay. This may sound counterintuitive, but a circle does not actually convey the shape of the head. The human head is actually oblong and not as round as your awesome circle, so we need to start shaping it. If you look in the mirror, or better yet, feel the sides of your own head, you'll notice that there's actually a certain flatness to it. This isn't an insult, everyone's skulls are shaped this way. So take your circle and cut off a bit of each end, like this. So now, draw a vertical line right down the center of your circle, parallel to those lines we just drew. This will be the center of the face, and is very important. So take your time with this step. There's no shame in starting over, and your brain may even benefit from a drawing you might not think looks good. Every time you sit down and draw, your mind starts to take in little bits of information you may not even realize are happening. That's why practice is so important. Even if it doesn't appear like you're improving, the next time you draw, things will start to come together. So now that we have our cut circle with a center line, let's draw some more indicators. What you want to do is take half of your circle and place it directly underneath the circle itself. This is our full circle, and this is about half. So take half of that and pull it down here. And now you'll see the location of the chin. Now draw a horizontal line in the very center of this entire shape. About here. Can you start to see what direction your head is looking in? Believe it or not, you're almost done. Connect the chin to the sides of the face to create your jawline. Give the chin some width to leave room for your cheekbone indication lines. These lines start in the center where you drew before. Remember that first horizontal line in the middle of your circle? Now you can go ahead and erase some of these. Clear up your drawing. Now, remember when we cut the ends off of our circle? The points that those lines you drew can be used to draw your remaining indicators. This one is the hairline, and this one is the nose. We now have all of our lines drawn. This is the front-facing view of the human head. Good job. Let's try another angle. There are many different perspectives you can choose, and a full frontal view can actually look the least appealing. Let's try a 3/4 view. Drawing the head from any perspective can be cut down to these simple steps that I've shown you. So draw your circle. Now, here we are, back at the 3-dimensional aspect I mentioned so long ago. This time, we aren't just cutting off the ends of the circle. We need to think in the 3rd dimension. So if a head is looking in this direction, where would the sides be? So now this is your flat area to convey the sides of the head, which are flat. Keeping that 3rd dimension in the back of our heads, we need to draw our center line. Remember when we drew our spheres in the beginning? Lines were curvy. If we drew a simple straight line, the head would lose that roundness that we all have. Or at the very least, this person would have an extremely flat face. So draw your curvy line, starting from the top, all the way down to about half of this circle. About half, and that'll go right here. Okay. Create an axis on this flatness here. And now connect your jaw. Add the rest of your indicators, such as the eye line, the hairline, and the nose line, and your head is almost complete. You can see where the nose, eyes, and forehead will be in the final drawing. Using this method, you will be able to break down the head from any angle and know where to place features such as the eyes, nose, and mouth. Practice on your own and keep in mind that not all of your heads will be winners, but every single one will help you improve. There is no shame in referencing other artists' work to learn and improve your own skill. I hope I helped negate that conception you may have had about drawing. All it takes is patience and awareness of the 3rd dimension. Keep practicing, and good luck.